Hi everyone. Today I'd like to discuss about the idea of replacing the trash or normal yellow items or legendary items and use set items. Now, the premise is this. Set items provide you less work, less resource management, less storage management, and way higher stats. So let's get on with it. As you can see right now, in my warehouse, there are barely any yellow items except for some special gear or stuff that I cannot use yet, and also riding suit gear. In my inventory, of course, nothing, barely any evolution materials. Here you can see also the other one, nothing. And why is that? The reason is because I decided that I am going to use only set items, especially 5-piece sets. And the reason for this is this. First of all, managing regular items like this one is a pain in the ass. And the reason is because you have to maintain constant stream of either evolution grade 1 materials or evolution grade 2 materials. This, for example, is a grade 2 evolution material for swordsmen and so on. Though I have already like 27k of Saint Stones, which I have nothing to use on beside maybe evolving myself, which I won't even need for level 340. Sorry, 360. Putting that aside, so evolution materials needs to be farmed constantly in order to maintain constant leveling up of your gear and running the dungeons every day and keeping all this stuff till you can level your gear up to the next level. That requires too much work and too much management of space storage and too much grinding for materials, as I already said. However, set items do not require you to do that. First reason is because you cannot upgrade them. If you like it or not, they're not upgradable. They are as they are, and the only way to, let's say, advance is by reaching the next evolution level and getting into the better dungeon, or getting to the next map and killing the world bosses that drop those items. The only setback here, actually the only two setbacks here is that you cannot upgrade them and you cannot get the Lucky Strike stat. But you get way better stats in your excellency stats. As you can see right here, there is an item, it's normal. And you can see that I have 3 blue stats, 1 purple and 1 yellow. Of course, defense bonus percentage is what we're aiming for. On my other item, the helmet, that is a set item, not only that I get better stats, excellency resist could have been defense with 4% bonus. It can happen, it can be dropped. And you don't need to combine million items to get that. And you also get extra set bonuses, which are also amazing, because you get extra HP, damage resist, flat defense stat, and HP bonus. For offense items, or the attack, if you read the top at the top the name of the item, you see the name of the item, and in brackets you see attack. That's an attack set item. And also 6 stats, purple and yellow most, and you also get another 5 set item stats, which gives you damage bonus, flat attack, another damage bonus, and double damage chance. This is what basically puts all the set items above regular items. The only advantage that you have with regular items is that you can save the stats you have on the specific item you choose, keep the Lucky Strike stat, and keep on moving it to the next level of the gear. So let's say you start a new account and you think, all right, so I want to be shiny and I want to look cool and I want to be as advanced as possible. But think about it for a second. In order to put an item of a certain level on you, you're required to farm the materials to craft it, having extra stats, which I'll get to in a second, in order to equip it. So if you can see, for level 8 boots of a set item, I already have the required agility and stamina. However, for the rings, I am still lacking. What does it say basically? The stats tells you that your level or current position in the game is not yet met. You haven't reached the point where you're supposed to have those items. However, you can cheat that or have a shortcut and just go to the store every day, purchase 20 of those pretty gems of Maya, actually 10, sorry, not 20, 20 if you have an access to the Abyss, which I'll make another video for it. You buy 10 of those, you go to your warehouse if you keep them and haven't used them yet, and you combine them with these pretty creation gems. You combine those two together in crafting and you get what we call stat fruits. So if we go over here, craft fruit synthesis, you see that we combine them and basically we get one stat fruit for each combination. That gives us the stats that we lack, but they are random. That means that 1 in 3 will be one of the stats, either intelligence or stamina or agility. So imagine that if you have, for example, the need for, let's see how much I miss. I miss 58 intelligence, 31 agility. In combination, it's 89 stat points. Take that, add to it at least another 50 additional intelligence intelligence 58, agility 31. There is no requirement for stamina. But if I need 81 points, add at least another 50 points that might come out as stamina fruits that I don't really need to wear this item. And that will eventually bring you to waste a lot of gems. As you can see right now, I have about 195 creation and 141 gems of Maya. That means I need to buy extra. That means extra resources that go towards that. To craft one stat fruit, it costs you 150,000 gold. This is a lot of money and it accumulates really fast. So overall, I believe that using the regular gear pieces in the game, it's a waste of time, a waste of resources, requires a lot of work, and eventually, instead of spending your time in the highest map, for me, for example, right now it's Swamp of Darkness. So if I'll go to Swamp of Darkness, I will make the most of the experience I can get. The only reason I am not doing that is because all those evolution materials that I gather in Kantaru is for selling. This is how I make my money in the game. Instead of purchasing blue diamonds, I just collect those evolution materials and sell them to players that do use regular gear and upgrade it. A good example, for example, here is our leading player on the server, Max. Now, Maximum Over is using level 10 gear already. And that requires a bunch of stat points. As you can see, 838 agility, 1,117 stamina. Now, these stats are not something that without using creation gems and gems of Maya, without using basically stat fruits, he would never have those stats to equip this gear. That's why his jewelry is still at level 8 and not level 10. Because the only thing that he didn't invest or try to get is strength stats. He mostly got stamina and agility. That's why he can eventually equip this beautiful level 10 gear, which is not even near having in the game. There is no mob that he have access to at his level to be able to kill and drop that gear. In his stage in the game, he has access to level 8 only. Only when he will reach Master 1, he will have the access to level 9. That means there is still a lot of game ahead of him. So, my conclusion is this. I really recommend you guys thinking about shifting your focus from upgrading your gear and working so hard on using materials and evolution materials to get this piece of gear one level higher, because later on it becomes so expensive that you spend most of your time either farming for it or buying it from people. And don't forget, you have 3 types of evolution materials you'll need to use by the time you reach level 10. You have the E-tomes, I have the Saint Stones, and after that there is another material which I probably have on me some. This one. This is a grade 3, Sage's Soul. So I need 800 pieces of that, which is farmable on Swamp of Darkness and forward. I need 800 pieces of that just to take 3 pieces of level 9, upgrading it to level 10. So just imagine that this is a drop 1 out of 4 that can be dropped in from killing ads or just farming. That will take too much time to upgrade all of your gear. Not that we lack time, we're playing the long game, but you can lay back, relax, and not worry too much, because your Kalima gear, or set items basically that you can also drop from bosses, are not less better. They will give you the extra stats that you will be missing from items like these. As you can see, I have only 5 stat points and most of them are blue. Look at my weapon or my offhand. 6 stats, but all of them are blue. Just the amount of drops I'll need to have, or bosses to kill, till I will drop this specific item for, or an offhand for a diviner with good stats, is insane. Let's go to the market for a moment and see what people are selling there for me specifically. So we are at rank 7. We have orange items and we want to find the weapons. As you can see, this is what's in store right now that people are selling. So level 7, a little bit higher in BP. But look, only 5 stats. Nothing there. Now, this is the offhand. Let's take a look for a second. Remember this number, 1554. Let's take a look at my level 7 weapon that I have from Kalima. 1908. This is a lot. And this is only because you gain a lot of points from having those stats, especially purple and yellow. And set items never come with less than purple and never come with less than 6 stats. So consider that, plus you get the extra stat points, which will also help you a lot in getting stronger. Well, this is all for today. Thanks for all who's watching and listening and following me. Please share those videos, let people who are new to the game know about them, and like them and leave a comment. Thank you guys, I'll see you next time.